startup. We were the first company to annotate the human genome. I was the chief architect there. And all this while, this single question has been nagging me. Why there were so many startups, so many successful startups in Silicon Valley, and why so few in India? Why not we cannot do it? And after these two things, and then of course I had a brilliant experience in the last company I worked for. But almost everyone was there more qualified than me. I had so much to learn from them. And I realized this kind of experience I cannot get from a job in India. So the only way to sustain that kind of experience was to start on my own. And I really wanted to see, that we could also do software product companies here in India, sitting in Kolkata. I mean, that was a key driving force for me. Brilliant.
So by a quick show of hands, can you just show me how many of you are entrepreneurs here running your businesses? Okay, that's a fair bet. And how many of you are to be entrepreneurs? Who want to become entrepreneurs? Quit your corporate jobs or quit your current ones? Okay. And of all the people, before you have started your business or now that you're planning, how many of you have had the situation where you had multiple ideas and you did not know which idea to go after? Quick show of hands. More than one idea, do not know how to validate. Okay, so this is the same question which I'm going to ask you, Samit. When you started your business, did you have more than one idea? And if yes, how did you decide that aquatech or medical tourism is the way to go?
Yeah, as I told you, I have a 15 years experience, particularly in medical device segment and business work for MNCs. When you have a solid experience and you need to do something on your own. As basically I am not from Kolkata, I am outside Kolkata, is a suburb Kolkata. So then I saw actually and feel that the supply and demand between the healthcare service and basic amenities of healthcare is required. One of my close relatives is died just because I am not able to provide the basic healthcare is needed on time. So when I thought to do something for this, but I do not have that background. My background is totally on medical devices, the device sales, marketing and promotion. So then I just tried to understand how we can fit all this thing. Then this medical tourism concept actually came out in my mind. So that one way we can generate customers, the patients, the supply for the hospitals. Another way you can use my own core domain, that is medical device, so like that visually, all this thing, which we can fit into this process and ultimately offer a better patient service. So they get a complete service, a 360 service under one roof.
How did you validate it? How did you know that if you're going after medical tourism, it's a big enough market, people are going to come and buy from a small company? Did you apply some validation methods, talk to people, talk to your vendors before even jumping into it?
Yeah, because I told you it's a quite in the research kind of thing that I did for last almost 7 years before we jumped into the project. So we talked to each and every person in the business school, in the hospitals, in various. That is the reason. See, Advertech as a brand, just 18-month-old brand, but you see our association, we have tied in almost all the biggest brand in India. Not only India, we are tied up in the hospitals in Turkey, Germany, Switzerland, Thailand, even Singapore. So they have trusted us because we have given them some facts and figure how we can add value to the existing system. This is a small example. I think everybody agree with it. Whenever one of our relatives or any patient getting discharged from hospital, it took almost 3 to 4 hours to become discharged. But in our process, we made it such a way that every patient who comes through us, they get discharged within 15 minutes time. So that saves huge amount of time as far as the hospital is concerned. So they see, yes, there is a sort of validation that we are going to do. So they are actually us. Like for the patient handling, I'll just give another example. In each every hospital, we have 6-7 staff actually from front of the executive to the ward nurses to OT nurses who is going to handle our patient. So we train them specially. We have tied up with a big training institute in India. Those offer customized training for them. So one patient comes to Advertech, they run through that channel. So hospital sees is a basic validation to us. So that's the reason they are tied up with us, and now we are giving the results to the.
So what you're doing is learning the table and actually training the hospital staff
Yes,
to handle your business.
Yes.
How about you, Vikram? When you started Data Resolve, before this, did you have more ideas about security or outside that domain? And did you have to battle the same problem?
No, actually, the company where I was working used to protect people from hackers. And the idea which I had was that we'll protect businesses from insiders and malicious activity which happens inside the company through which people can lose confidential information. So this was other part of the problem, and if both problems combined together, it becomes a very complementary solution. But But anyway, I took the second card because pen drives were coming very fast in the market when I was working in the other company. Internet speed was increasing. 3G was, people were discussing about 3G in 2007 that in India 3G is going to come, speed is going to increase, data portability is going to increase. So that gave me a fair idea that security of this portable and distributed enterprise data is going to be a very, very big problem. And if we start now, we will have a very good solution maybe after 1.5